Broadcasting from the Subaru of Gwinnett studio inside the Gas South Convention Center in Duluth, Georgia, it's time for Gwinnett Business Radio. Gwinnett Business Radio is presented by Regions Bank. Start building your financial confidence at Regions Bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing member.
All right, we are back. It is getting late in the year. Mike Salmon alongside the one and only Harper LaBelle, and one of our last shows of the 2024 season, if you will, Harper.
It's all flown by so quickly, Mike.
It has.
And Steven's not here today. Did he get the day off? I want to know what type of benefits package that you give to where here in an important show that he just decides that he's not going to be here today.
I think he's playing Santa.
Is he?
Yeah, I think he's delivering presents to his clients today. So he delivered a couple to us. You delivered a couple cool presents.
A couple, yeah.
You actually gave 10 presents to everybody here on staff.
I did.
Yeah, lottery tickets.
I got some lottery tickets.
So,
good luck. I hope you win.
Thank you. If we do.
Share the wealth is my motto for all of Business RadioX.
If we win a lot of money, we will share some with you. We've got a couple great guests with us. The company is Zamora Design and Build, and Jose and Erik Zamora are the owners of the company, and they are here, and let's get right to it.
Let's do it.
Gentlemen, welcome to our humble home here at Business RadioX. As I would like to say, we've locked the doors. You can't leave right now, so you're stuck with us for the next few minutes. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
You guys are some impressive young gentlemen. You have started a business, Zamora Design and Build. I've gone to your website and seen some of the work you've done as far as landscaping. It's just amazing. So tell us what you guys do. Give us the broad overview.
Absolutely. So we're a design and build company. We focus on creating designs for our clients for their outdoor space. And we not only focus on the outdoors, but we go in there to create a space to build memories they last forever for these clients. And really, that's what we focus on, really the client experience. And we want to make sure everybody has a good experience with Zamora Design and Build. With
dogs, with other backyard things that it's blah. There's not much to it. So Erik, we'll start with you. How do you envision things? I would imagine there's a relationship that you have to have with the client, with the homeowner, or with the commercial. You do both, right?
Yes.
And say, what would you like to do? And then applying what your knowledge is to what their vision is and trying to connect those dots. Is that an easy process?
100%, yes. For us, it is because we lead first with listening to the client, understanding their point of view, and we go right into our design phase. So what is that? A design phase is when we go and we create the render for the client and make their vision on paper. It's a 3D render, and we show them exactly what they're looking for. And sometimes a lot of the times we blow their mind because they're not expecting that big of a difference in their backyard.
Yeah,
Jose, go ahead, Jose.
And most of the time, like Erik said, these clients, they fall in love with the design because we just go in there, listen to the client, and make sure we're building something that is not only going to be for them, but also for their family, their dogs, everything. We consider everything they have, and we're building a space that lasts them for more than a lifetime.
I'm imagining that, let's just say it could be as simple as, I want to put some flowers over here, but I don't know what to do. So your horticultural background has to come into effect. And then you have to think outside the box. Well, these are only going to bloom for a short amount of time, but we've got some other things that in the fall, in the summer, in the spring, here, this is heat resistant, this is drought sensitive, all of these other things just from a simple landscaping perspective of the plants. And then the look itself, right? That's important. That's the key. So go ahead, Erik, you begin. Tell us a little bit about how you take different materials, this stone versus that stone, the color, the design itself, the texture that you're doing, the landscape with the trees in the background, all of that comes into play, correct?
100%. So when we're going in there creating the design, we also take materials. That way the client can see what they're investing in. So we take slate chips, mulch. We even take stone and the drainage installed in their backyard. That way they understand what's going in their investment. So we lead by design, and also we let them know what to expect. So I think that's a key factor in our business, to lead the client exactly where they want to go.
I want my backyard to have centipede or zoysia grass. But, sir, ma'am, your tree, it's not going to grow because of the amount of sunlight. You got to take all that into consideration too.
Yes.
And then I'm sure there's some aha looks that you get. Oh, well, that's why my yard doesn't grow the way that it should. So all of this comes in. How did you guys get started? What was the emphasis that you had that said, I think we want to do something different? Tell us.
Yeah, that's a great question. So started with a lawnmower back when we were in college. We were going for engineering, right? But we saw the opportunity to get into landscaping. And then once we did get into the business, we fell in love, found a passion to really doing and building these projects.
Wait a second, Eric. Are you lying to me? Who loves mowing lawns? There's
No,
nobody
you're
that
right.
loves mowing lawns. But when you do it and make somebody's lawn look better, that's what I'm teasing with you. But right? I want it to look better after I'm done than when I first got here.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
The end result is really making the client happy and seeing their satisfaction. That's really where the passion is, in fulfilling the other person's vision for their backyard.
Did you knock on doors and say, hey, I've got a lawnmower here. It looks like you guys could use a little bit of help. I'll be more than happy to mow your lawn for you?
Yeah, we actually did knock on doors. That's how we actually started. We went out to get our business, running. We knocked on a couple doors, actually at like 7 neighborhoods, and finally some person, it was a really nice lady, she gave us the opportunity to do her mulch beds, and that really started Zamora Design and Build.
You always remember the first.
Yeah.
So you guys could have built a nice business just taking care of lawns and trimming and hedging and things like that. But you guys have decided to take it to the next level. You guys are doing real landscaping. You're talking about retaining walls and I guess stone patios, fire pits. I mean, some of the stuff you do is amazing when you look at some of the photos. What made you decide, listen, let's expand and go into that part of the business as well?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah, so that's a great question. So we actually started with lawn mowing, and we decided to transition to landscape construction because, so in lawn mowing, you're doing like the same thing every single time. You're just going in there, cutting the yard. Where in landscape construction, you're transforming the whole oasis. So we love the client's face when they go out there and they finally see the final product of the whole transformation. Is just amazing feeling, and we love transforming out their living spaces.
Is there a vision that you have? You're mowing lawns or something like that, and then this idea pops in your head. Man, it would look really cool if you had. Go ahead, fill in, Jose. Tell me. Yeah.
So whenever we're mowing lawns, we started mowing lawns. We'd go out there. It would look amazing with flower beds. It would look amazing with a paper patio right here. It would look amazing with a deck right here. And we just envision all these things, and then we show the vision to the client, and then that's when they're like, okay, yeah, could you give me a quote for that? Could you do this? Could you do that?
Jose, you mentioned like things like a deck.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing it all? Are you bringing in contractors to help you out? Talk about the people you're working with.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a crew that works with us that takes care of everything, our people. And then for certain specific traits, we do bring in some subcontractors that help us make everything real life because they know exactly what they're doing. We work together and we build amazing spaces.
Give you a chance to brag here. Tell us about the coolest or neatest thing that you guys have built so far for a client, for a customer.
Yeah, that's a great question. A full backyard design and full backyard project that we're working on right now.
Okay, what's this looking like?
Oh, it's looking amazing. Irrigation, drainage, plants, new landscaping, walkways, outdoor lighting, retaining walls, a brand new deck. I mean, this client is getting everything.
How big of a space is either a minimum or a maximum for you? Is there a limitation in any way, shape, or form? Does it depend, obviously, on each job? But what do you think, Jose? You're nodding the most, so let me give you your time here.
Yeah, so our spaces, they start out anywhere from $10,000, and they could go to multiple 6 figures, even to 7 figures. That's our range. We do have a minimum to go out there just because we have to cover all our overhead, all our labor, and all our team to go out there and get the work done,
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we are talking with Erik and Jose Zamora of Zamora Design and Build, and we will be right back after this.
Steve and Ashley finally got their twins to sleep through the night. But the thought of saving for 2 college tuitions kept them up at night. That's why they decided to meet with their Regions banker to build a Regions Greenprint plan, a financial roadmap personalized for what matters most to them. Now Steve and Ashley are confident in reaching their goals for today and tomorrow. Start building your financial confidence with a Regions Greenprint plan. It's free, and it's only from Regions Bank. Visit regions.com to find a branch near you. Regions Bank, member FDIC.
Celebrate December at Buford Corn Maze. This December, the Lighted Forest Tour transforms your holidays into a magical adventure. Wander through dazzling lights, enjoy the festive atmosphere, and create cherished memories with loved ones. For thrill seekers, the Scream Zone is back with a spooky holiday twist, perfect for adding a little excitement to the season. And don't miss their special events, including fireworks shows on select Saturdays. It's the ultimate way to light up your holiday nights. Stay updated on hours, events, and more at BufordCornMaze.com. Your December wonderland awaits.
Hey, who doesn't love a great looking backyard or a commercial space? We certainly all do, and we also love, and that's what makes a Subaru. It's love. You can enjoy the big savings, the hassle-free experience at Subaru of Gwinnett, where people sell cars. You can visit SubaruofGwinnett.com, and you can join their family today. You can come on in and see the difference. They're located at 2950 Satellite Boulevard in Duluth. It's just 2 blocks north of the mall. You can call them at 470-824-3860 for the Impreza, the Legacy, the Forester, the BRX, and obviously the Outback. So it's SubaruofGwinnett.com.
By the way, we just heard the commercial for the Buford Corn Maze. They got a lot going on this holiday season. We appreciate their support here of Business Radio X. You going to check out the corn maze?
I get lost in corn mazes. I have a fear of corn mazes, so I'll do everything but the corn maze. If they had a wheat maze, let's go in the wheat maze.
Well, the Santa's going to be out there.
I know. We have Santa and I can get something warm to drink on a cold evening.
Yep.
If we do that, we can go through the hay rides. There's all kinds of corn-related activities.
And non-corn-related activities going on.
Yeah, there's non-corn also.
BufordCornMaze.com. Okay, back with our guest, Erik and Jose Zamora, Zamora Design and Build.
Yeah, guys, we were talking a little bit. So you take your ideas, I would imagine your engineering background in college, applying that to just how can we get into a business of our own that we like, that we love, that we want to grow and help others grow as well. So go over the process. How would somebody reach out to you and say, I think I need you? What would be the steps to take in order to get the introduction done so somebody can come have you come to their backyard or to their business facility, because you do commercial as well, correct, guys?
And is there a cost for that consultation, for lack of a better word?
Yeah, that's a great question. So
now you keep saying that after every question, just so you know, we only ask great questions
we have
on the
some
show.
really bad questions, so let us know when we have the bad ones. But Erik, go ahead, buddy.
Yes. So we do free consultations. We go out there for free.
Does that include the design? You mentioned printing out and doing a mock-up 3D or whatever. Does that include that?
So right now for the winter, we are doing free designs.
Okay.
So if you want to contact us, we'll go out there for free and create a 3D render for your backyard.
Now imagine a drawback to that is you get this great idea, and then you quote it out, and then somebody says, hey, I'm going to have somebody else build it. Does that happen ever?
It has happened before.
Yeah.
Typically, it does not, because just us working with the client, we build that trust, and they already see what we can do beforehand, and they want us to work on the project in the end.
What about, Erik, that one do-it-yourselfer who starts building that retaining wall and they screw it up so bad?
Oops,
and
it's not square, Mike.
I
thought everything was square.
I better call in a professional. Have you had to do any of those projects?
Yeah, we have. Unfortunately, there's people that want to do them themselves, but really trusting the professional like us to take care of it is really what you should do, because we have the certifications, the licenses to do retaining wall projects, paver patios. So I recommend reaching out if you're doing a project of that size.
You mentioned certifications and so forth. What are some other reasons maybe that we should be using Zamora Design and Build as opposed to Joe's Design and Build down the road?
Or Mike's Designs?
There's so many, really. I would say setting the expectations for the client. That way they know exactly what they're getting with our design. And then a lot of homeowners are looking to wind down after work. They had a long day. Really focusing on their experience working with us in order to do a project, because nobody wants all the headaches that comes with a challenging project. But we're there to support and nurture our clients, and also we're there to give them part of Zamora Design and Build and have a great relationship with the client.
One of the things that I think is really cool, I was looking at some of the designs that you have, an outdoor kitchen. How many guys want a grill, but also the refrigerator that's weatherproofed so you can have something cold to drink nearby, or a sink? You're nodding your heads like this is that the
hibachi grill?
Oh, a hibachi would be fantastic, right?
Can you guys do all that?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, we
really.
can.
They know people that can, right? To get you all and I'm saying
Yeah.
there's a certain aspect of what you do, but you need different suppliers because the refrigerator and the grill itself, the connectivity, lighting now is just absolutely crazy with the way that it's advanced. The technology is amazing, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
You don't just have a light switch; you can change the colors. You can have sound out there. It could be party plaza. Right?
Right.
And so what are some of the ideas that you've had that you've been able to notice over the last few years that people are really wanting these things and they want to really enhance their backyard or the experience that they have on their property?
That's a great
So
question.
there's a variety of things.
What's all we ask? I told you that, Eric.
Outdoor
Come on,
kitchens
Jose,
are
fill us in on this because I'm very fascinated with the way things are changing right now.
so outdoor kitchens is a very high demand product. You could do anything on there from refrigerators to a sink to a grill on there, but there's also a variety of other stuff that you could add. There's even outdoor lighting with speakers on them. There's irrigation that is just targeted for the areas, so you use it like the most efficient way. You know how irrigation just goes around in a circle?
Yeah.
There's some irrigation new technology out there that follows the outline of your lawn.
Okay, so you can have like a little stream or a river, a little pond.
Correct.
Of all sizes, correct?
Yeah.
You can have something that's really big or something that I want to be able to hear water trickle from my window when I go to sleep.
Is that the
at
kind of
night.
irrigation you were talking about?
No.
I thought you were talking about like a sprinkler system.
Sprinkler system.
Okay.
We're talking about sprinkler system that follows the outline. You know how there's regular irrigations, it just goes around in a circle?
Yes.
It's not the most efficient. The most efficient is a new technology which they just created this year. It's irrigation that follows the outline of where you need it to follow.
Okay, so it's more robotic and really what we call it land sensitive.
Correct.
It knows more than we do.
Correct.
It walks around with the hose in its hand, even though there's nobody walking around with the hose in their hand. Right?
And I don't know if you've seen those new lawnmowers, but there's now robotic lawnmowers that just
It's taking your job away.
Yeah.
basically they cut the lawn. Yeah.
No wonder you got out of the lawn. You're getting out of the lawn cutting business and go. No, just kidding. That's amazing. I've got a decent sized backyard, but I got areas where you can't grow grass.
Yeah.
Because of the tree cover. There's just no way.
Yeah.
But you guys could come in and it's almost like just a blank canvas for you guys. You guys will probably eat up my backyard. I gotta get you out there at some point.
Oh yeah, we would create something amazing. I like that you mentioned that you can't grow grass. Right now, clients are really looking for something low maintenance, and turf is a great option for that. There's pet-friendly turf and
You talking about artificial turf?
artificial turf. Yes.
Because we've talked about that, but we have a dog.
Yeah, there's pet-friendly turf that are friendly for dogs, any animal, and
They can do their business on the turf, and
Correct.
it's not going to rot or anything.
correct. Yes.
It won't. The turf won't rot.
There's
we
sand.
Hope that the
Well, if you
poop
were
will.
to pinkle, if you were to tinkle on the turf, the
Yeah, but
wetness.
you can wash it, right?
Yeah.
and
There's
there-
sand,
go ahead.
There's sand specifically made for pets, which it absorbs the odor, so you won't get that smell on your turf, and then you can just wash it away or pick it up.
I imagine also one of the things that you have learned is you're kind of farmers too, because you can see there's a big patch of dirt that is dry and nothing grows on it, like Mike was saying in his backyard. That just I'm going to add 2 inches of fertilizer and some topsoil and then I can put a patch of sod on top of it. It's fine, but we need to water it differently. And that's different from you're sitting on top of roots. And that's different from, hey, the reason that you can't grow grass here is because it doesn't get enough sun. So you have alternatives to that.
Correct.
That you can
Yes.
go over with your customers to say, hey, shrubs would look really good here. We've got some drought-resistant options, right? All kinds of different things that you can do.
Yes, absolutely. We have a great team. We're here to support our clients. We're here to educate them on what's good in their area. It could be the soil isn't good for certain plants, or it could be they have too much sun because of a tree. So we'll guide our clients throughout the whole process. And also, want to mention, they're investing in their backyard. They want to use it throughout the day. with outdoor lighting, they cannot just use it throughout the whole day, but also at night, which gives them the most out of their investment.
Can you build me a pickleball court in my backyard?
Yeah,
Absolutely,
Have
yes.
you done that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you guys gotten into pools, obviously, if you did, you bring somebody in to help you with that?
If we did get into that, we would bring someone to help us with that.
Okay.
And also, not only does outdoor living space improve your lifestyle, but it also raises the value of your home.
I was about to ask you, why should people invest in their backyards or in the yards, and you're answering that right now.
Exactly. It raises the value of your home anywhere from 15 to 20%, and it reduces your stress levels as well as relaxes your body.
So you make money and you feel good at the same time.
There you go.
That's the message I got.
So I could retransform my whole yard, and then when it's done, you guys can come back and maintain it for me. I don't have to do anything.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm liking the sound of that, Harper.
Yep. Business and commercial. Talk a little bit about more of the commercial, because there's some businesses that are listening right now and go, "Gosh, I just don't like the folks that are landscaping my office space." How did that begin for you guys? Was that knocking on doors, very similar to what you did on the the residential side? Jose?
So really, more of the commercial side is building relationships. We love building relationships with either property managers or business owners, and that's the way we get our foot in the door, really. We provide value to them, as much value as we can, and in return, if they hire us, they hire us. If they don't, then they don't.
Yeah.
You know?
I would imagine there's some times where, hey, we just plant some flowers. I want some pansies and then azaleas and seasonal stuff, and then take it out, and then that's what a lot of folks do. I would imagine that one of the more difficult things I've got a great idea for this, and getting people to actually listen and invest in that. This would be better. You get to suggest things, but they're not always implied by the owner of the property, correct?
Correct.
From a commercial. So, yeah, we'll mow the lawn and we'll put in pansies in the springtime.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
You do both.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to ask you, as we get close to the end of the interview, about the ownership side of a business. We've been talking about what you guys do on the day-to-day basis, but you also own the business. What's that been like? Are you guys the sole owners? Do you have some other partners?
We are the sole owners.
You are the sole. So you decided to go into business, incorporate LLC, whatever you decided to do. Talk about what's that been like. I bet you that's been eye-opening for you.
Absolutely, yes. It's been a journey, really. I mean, we're brothers. We're very competitive. We always try to one-up each other. So in business, we're always looking for ways to get better, and really being competitive is what has allowed us to be very successful.
Mike, they're pretending that they like each other right now, but I imagine when we turn the microphones off, they're gonna go at it. What were some of the lessons that college didn't teach you in terms of your business that you go, oh my gosh, and the humility, I would imagine, that we don't know what to do right now. What's that like for you? And getting through those types of licensing, next steps that you've got to take into consideration. Eric, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many lessons. Really is building trust with your clientele. Something that college doesn't teach you is really to sell yourself for who you are as a business owner. And one other thing I would say is really communication skills, because really you don't do much talking in college. You're listening to a professor, but going out in business, we get to have experiences like this, being on this radio show, which is amazing experience. Meeting new people has really been a game changer for us.
Do you guys offer any kind of warranty or guarantee on your work?
Yes, we do. We do offer warranty for all our hardscapes, all our installations. One thing that we don't insure are like sod and plants, living things, because you never know what can happen. It could be like we could have a hurricane or just something catastrophic that can.
Or Mike forgets to water and he says, "Hey, the grass is dead."
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's not that's not your fault. That's Mike's fault, right?
Yeah, correct.
But I would imagine also that you got to take you have to consider very carefully if you're building steps. A lot of folks have basements, and if you're building a step from the outside back to the main level, you have to deal with the water flow and make sure, hey, my stairs are washed away. Before you get to that point, you have to have the experience to be able to say, here's where the water is going to flow. I've got to change that in order to not ruin the work that we're trying to enhance the house with, right?
100%. Drainage is so important in that outdoor space That's one thing we prioritize when working with us, Zamora Design and Build, is we build an entire drainage plan for you. That way we can get the water out. Because we're in Georgia. We're in a really hilly terrain.
Yeah.
And by building a drainage plan for the backyard, it allows and protects it from erosion from a lot of water flow.
Yeah, and I imagine the topography, as you mentioned, and then just the natural area. Hundreds and hundreds of years ago, Georgia was like a rainforest, and you can tell because of all the trees that we have. Well, trees create, I'll call it the green mold that you get on the side of your house or on the side of these little wall areas that you have in your yard. Hey, if we cut that tree down, you won't have that mold issue anymore, right? Hey,
Correct.
I hate the mold. How do I get rid of it? Well, I'll cut the tree down.
Correct.
So there's ways of resolving stuff that you see through your experience that help overall with giving the client an answer that they're looking for and doing it in a way that's cost effective for everybody.
Yes, absolutely. Like I mentioned, we have a great team, very good connections in the industry with vendors and resources. So what we've noticed is our clients want a one-stop shop. They don't want to deal with 10 different contractors.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to offer with Zamora Design and Build. The whole backyard and front yard we can take care of. That way you're only dealing with one person the whole time.
Even though there may be 10 steps in the process, right? Okay, I got to clear some things, then I got to backfill, I got to build the deck, I got to put the kitchen unit in, and then the lighting and all that. 10 different steps, but one stop for them to visit with either of you two, right?
100%, yes.
Yeah, you said front yard and backyard. What about my side yard? Do you not do
Yeah.
side yards?
We do
Come
that
on,
too,
let's
yeah.
get the side yard.
That's my bad question. See, they're not all good questions. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure meeting both of you. Final words for each of you about Zamora Design and Build. What do you want our listeners to know? And, again, why should they give you guys a ring or check out your website? We'll start with you, Erik.
100%, yes. We're here to take care of you and take really good service of your outdoor space and really build a place to create endless memories with your friends and family. And you can find us at zamoradesignandbuild.com or give us a call at 706-483-5047.
Jose, any parting words?
Yeah, likewise. You can find us at zamoradesignandbuild.com, and we're here to service you. We'll maintain your yard. We'll transform your outdoor living space. We prioritize ourselves in communication, attention to detail, and great customer service.
On the website, are there examples of some of the work that you've been able to do?
Yes, many examples. We have a portfolio there. You can view our previous work and also fill out a contact form if you would like to contact us.
And
go.
also, we're on Instagram. We're also on TikTok. We're also on Facebook. You could
Are you
check out
are you
our
dancing on TikTok?
Yeah, what are
doing
you
a
doing on
dance or
TikTok,
anything?
guys?
No dances
Okay.
on TikTok.
time
Not yet.
lapses. Most of our work is on there. We do transition videos.
That's a neat thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're taking care of technology, or at least newer things that the old school guys with gray hair don't do, and you're able to add that into just basic parts of how you run your business.
And that's really how we've grown our business through social media. That's where we get most of our clientele.
Do you have an AOL email address like Mike and I do? Right? AOL.
Gmail.
You get a little older.
You don't
out
have a
here.
MySpace account or anything like that? Goodness.
Not right now. LinkedIn, though.
Erik
LinkedIn.
Jose Zamora Design and Build, thank you so much. We're going to be talking after the show for sure.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank
Let's
you,
do
guys.
it. Thank
Appreciate
you guys
it.
for having us.
What'd you think, Harper?
I can see visions of dollar signs in my head right now and how much it's going to cost me to get my backyard to look to where I want it to look and my bride will want it to look. You know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
the two of us go, we can't do it any better than this.
Did I hear you say you wanted to have some pansies around your house?
No, they say that
There's already a lot of pansies around the Harper LaBelle
flowers
household.
around my house tell me that I look like a big pansy. That's what they tell me. Yeah.
All right, it's time to say goodbye.
Say goodbye.
Say goodbye. Harper, thank you very much.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Dan Braverman, thank you for producing. Happy holidays, everybody. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time here on Gwinnett Business Radio.